of the offensive linemen?
Nah, I love them. They give me work, but
It's 11:55, so it's still the morning. You're good.
yeah, I appreciate it.
So along those lines too, I mean, when you got here in the spring, kind of getting to know everybody, kind of getting to know the culture, what's camp been like now that you're more comfortable?
Yeah, kind of just like what you said, being in a new system, new environment, new people. So, I feel like, as time has gone over, this last few months, I feel like I've got so comfortable, and I've been able to fly around, play fast. I'm not doing a whole bunch of thinking, and I'm just playing. So, I've had a great adjustment. Everybody's been super welcoming, and I love it.
Have you done any offense at all, or are you just playing defense?
No, I haven't done any offense. Maybe that's something that Coach Levy want to explore in the future. It's like I joke around all the time. I'm like, I'm the best tight end on this team, but they don't know that.
For you, what goes into a good pass rush, whether it just be for you personally or for, in this case, the team as a whole?
I would say, something that, I've kind of learned through my time, in college is that pass rush isn't about, all the moves and all the flashy stuff. I mean, that's the stuff that's going to be on Sports Center and all that, but, it's all starts with just getting off the ball. So just playing fast, physical, and then, being the, tackle for my instance, where they're at, and, just rolling from there.
I feel like from a team aspect, where do you feel like those parts are at right now?
Oh, I mean, we got the guys to be one of the best in the nation. I feel like, we, just the guys that we have, brought in, and, with me, and then we got, guys coming back. We're gonna have a unit as far as pass rushing and getting to the quarterback.
When it's you on one end, Will Whitson on the other end, I mean, does things really get intense out there?
Yeah.
You can get to the ball first.
Yeah, it's clicking. I mean, like if y'all were to see today, like we're getting after it. We love taking the field together. We're like kind of, almost at like a competition between who's gonna get to the ball first. So, we're hyping each other up, and we're just getting after it.
What's it like trying to track down Amaree up there in the backfield?
Oh, he's fast. He ain't faster than me though. So, he's definitely a guy that he's got me once or twice, but he's an athlete. He's one of those elusive guys that I think everybody knows this. He's like one of the most elusive guys in the nation. So, having a quarterback like him, he's helped me more than he even knows. So, just the best versus the best.
Does Levy get nervous when you get a little too close to Camario?
I mean, of course, yeah. That's QB1. That's head man. So everybody taking care of him. I actually jokingly I told Coach Levy, I was like, man, I'm about to take out your QB1. I'm about to put him in the headlock. He was like, you don't want to leave that fast. So, yeah.
What does Coach Arnett mean to you, and why did you feel like you wanted to follow him here?
He's a guy that just seeing how he moved, at Florida State, and then, just now here, like he's a go get after it guy. He's not one that's sitting here wanting to see all the choppiness and all the flashing and whatever. Like he's an attack guy. So, having somebody like him at Florida State, and he was a guy that I was obviously around a lot at being a defensive analyst. Seeing the way he moved, like he was very confident in me, and I've built that relationship with him, and I love it.
You wouldn't know it to look at all of us, but we never got to play major college football. So can you describe for us what it's like to maybe get in the 7 technique, come off the edge clean to the blind side, knowing something big's about to happen?
Yes, sir. I feel like it's like one of those things, like your eyes just light up. It's just like, wow, like, and especially like say like for instance the O-line may slide the wrong way, and you're just like, what do I do? Like, it's like one of the things that, just your eyes light up and you're about to go make a big play. So, it's definitely feeling like no other.
What's it been like having Malik Silla?
Expectations were that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What's it been like having Malik Silla joining the team last couple weeks?
Yeah, he's a older guy, and he's been helping some of the younger guys, and we've been kind of critiquing stuff. I feel like I'm one of those people that no matter who you are, if you're older, younger, I'm always a guy that wants to be coached or critiqued. So there's some times where he's like, I think you could do this little thing different, and then like vice versa. Like I feel like we kind of just bounce off of each other. So he'll definitely be a big piece. Coming into this defense come the
The moment you were signed, it was expected the pass rush is going to get better. Do you feel like you can live up to those expectations?
Oh, 100%. I feel like pressure builds diamonds, and I've I've always played better, under pressure, and this pressure just knowing then that I got to be the standard for this defense in the pass game. So, we're gonna get after it.
On top of that, though, and this is a pretty good run game they're going to throw out there. How are you been practicing against them?
Oh yeah, I mean we get after it. Like I just talk off of experience. It's like Coach Arnett, he's lining me up in the 3-tech. Like he's just seeing like kind of just a mindset, mentality of like there should be nobody in front of you that can beat you, no matter how big or small you are. Like if you have the type of grit that Coach Arnett holds onto us, like there's no team that should be able to go against us.
What's it like hitting Fluff?
Man, Fluff, he's that guy, man. He's definitely a mobile, elusive guy, and I just can't wait to see what he does in the fall.
What's it like working against this offensive line?
We got some dogs. I want to shout out LJ, like LJ, Miles. Those are two guys that I feel like are just, they're some dogs, and having to take him as a pulling guard, and it's a lot. It wears on you, but he's gave me the right looks to be the type of player and bring that type of energy, impact that I want to have come fall.
With the fact that this is a new school for you and this new school really, really wants to improve that pass rush, how does that affect your approach going into the season?
Could you reword?
Yeah, so how is your approach into the season affected by the fact that the pass rush is really something the team, which is a new team for you, wants to improve that? How does that affect how you go into the season, mentality-wise?
I don't think that that's something that's personally, I guess you would say, like impacted my perspective, or I've always been a guy that I want to get after the ball, and I'm not gonna say that I'm just coming here to just rush the ball. That's not my intent at all, and I don't believe that's anybody's intent. I don't think Coach Arnett brought me here to just be a quote-unquote pass rusher. I feel like I will be able to help on every level, whether if it's being in coverage, run, pass, whatever it is. I want to be a guy that could help change and impact the game in all three levels.